Hey guys, welcome back to No Catchy Name. It's me, Ella. Today I wanted to share with you all the things I've been working on this past week or so. It's actually been over a week. But yeah, life's just been crazy. I don't know what it is about February. I remember last year being the same way. Just been busy. I have a lot of doctor appointments and things, and also homeschool things are going on. So it's just a busy time of the year for me. But anyways, I did want to hop on here and share with you the new crochet things I made, and plus I'm going to briefly show you things I made recently that I finished, because like sometimes I show them to you when they don't have faces stitched on, or they don't have parts sewed on or whatever. So I sat down 2 nights ago, I think it was, I can't remember now, and was watching YouTube videos on my TV, and I dumped all these things out and I finished them because I was getting tired of them just kind of sitting there. But anyways, let's hop into it. Okay, so for my recent finished objects, one is, not fuzzes, there's always fuzzes. One of my turtles. I made one of my sea turtle patterns. This is a free YouTube tutorial here on YouTube if you want to check it out. But it's just a cute little turtle. His shell is made out of Bernat Blanket Ombre. You can barely just tell that it changes colors right here. And the body parts are made out of just Bernat Blanket. I actually got both of these yarns on clearance at Ollie's, which is like a closeout store here in the US. I don't know if it's everywhere in the US, but parts of the US. And I used oh gosh, I think I used, for this turtle, I think I used an eye hook, a 5.5mm, and then I did start a bunch more turtles and I went up to a J hook because it just felt a little tight when I was crocheting this one. But he's super cute. So I am market prepping. My first market of 2025 is on March 22nd, so it's less than 40 days away now. It's like 39 or 38 days away, so I'm looking forward to going to that. But anyways, there's my little turtle. I will link that down below. Okay, let me look at my list. Some of the things that I made are not on my list. I'm just not realizing that, but that's okay. Then another one of my patterns is here. I made two more of my patterns. I mean, one of my little mice. I was just sitting in the living room one day and I just happened to have gray and pink yarn near me. So I was like, oh, I'll make a mouse. So this one is smaller. I have my other one, but it's buried in this bag. Because I used a smaller hook. The one that's in this bag that I'll show you in a little bit is a little bit bigger because I believe I used a 5mm hook on it. This one, I used a 4mm hook. So it's a little bit smaller. It's so stinking cute. This one's not a tutorial yet, but I'm going to make it a tutorial when I get the chance. But I have no idea when that would be. I'm just busy right now. But he's so cute. He's no sew. The pink is it's Premier Just yarn, just Chanel. From a big Happy Meal package I got last year. It has this really pretty pink one and big old, they're huge balls. Because normally I only ever got that yarn from the Dollar Tree and they're little, little ones. But these ones that I got in Happy Meal are like big, huge ones. So I finally opened up one of those, and it's pretty comparable, I think, to the Perfect Chunky. Because Perfect Chunky is a size 6, but it's a small size 6, I think. It's more like a 5. So the Just Chanel is a 5, but I think they go good together. And then the gray is Perfect Chunky. But he's so cute. I just love this little pattern. And then the last pattern that is my own pattern, this one I haven't even written up yet. I just literally sat down and made this. Very similar to my Love Cat. I only changed the ears and the tail. But I made a little bear. I just wanted to make something that particular day, and I want to make something different, So I just grabbed some brown Perfect Chunky, and I believe I used a 5mm hook. I might have used a 4mm hook. I can't remember. But I just wanted to make a little bear. So it's my same exact Love Cat pattern, except I made the ears more round, and the tail is a bobble instead of, a cat tail. But I think it's so cute. It's just a little brown bear. And if you notice, all these items are done. I'm trying to get to where when I crochet something, I just go ahead and finish it instead of making a big pile for me to sit down and finish, because it's so stressful. It's just sitting there staring at me. So I'm trying to get better at just finishing them when I'm making them. It's my little bear. That I'm going to write up at some point. I just don't know when. And then one day when I was out on the porch while the kids were playing in the yard, I made some little octopuses. So this is also my little pattern. It's just a very basic pattern. I do have a video tutorial of it though if you're interested. So I made 2 purple ones. These are made out of Big Twist Posh. I had a scrap ball. So I made 2 little purple ones. And I did put safety eyes on some of these things I've been making lately because I'm just getting tired of having to embroider eyes on everything. So I made 2 of those. And then I made one in a scrap of Perfect Chunky that I had, a little green one. I had more yarn up there with me that day. I just didn't end up crocheting. I just crocheted those 3, and then I just ended up watching the kids and stuff like that. So, but anyways, so I made those, slowly market prepping. And then last night I made a Francis the Chubby Frog by Tinker and Crochet on Instagram. It's a free pattern. And I made him with Perfect Chunky. He's big. I'm pretty sure I used a 4mm hook on him. And look at him. I did do the eyes different. They have just a regular bubble. I did a triple crochet bubble. It just makes it bigger, and I just think it looks good, you know, funny. But he's a shad frog. I love his pattern. It's so cute, and I love the way, I don't know, he's just so cute. I like that he's round instead of the typical leggy frog. It's like a square shape. He's like round, and it's just so cute. And then I made 8 of these things. Let me get them all out. I found this pattern one day on Instagram. Oops. And I thought it was so cute. I wanted to make one, so I made one, and then I ended up making 7 more. I used up all the rest of my white Perfect Chunky yarn. I was going to use it to make some more of those little mushrooms that I made a week or so ago. But when I found this pattern, I just wanted to make it. Let me put a few of them on their nests. They're chickens. Let's see, it's called Chicken by Hugurumi Toys on Instagram. And I made 8 of them. So here they are. They're little chickens. And they're on a nest that you could take them off of. You could even put like a little trinket or something in there if you wanted to. And they do set up good. If you flatten out the bottom of it, it will set by itself. So I did make 8 of those. So there's 2 of them. There's the other 6 nests. And here's the other 6 chicks. They're so cute. They're made completely out of Perfect Chunky, the brown and everything. This little red part is crocheted on, so it's no sew technically, other than the ends. And they're just cute little chickens. I hope that they do good, because they're so cute, I think. And I've noticed at markets, people really like things that either move, like the mushrooms that pop, you know, or they like things that have multiple parts, like the nest and the chicken, things that come in sets and stuff. People seem to really like things like that. So I'm hoping that these do good. I'm probably going to put these at $10 because they are small, but they're a little bit more, you know, they're a little bit more detailed with the little nest and stuff. I just think I'm going to try at $10 and see if they don't sell good at 10. I'll put it down to like 8. But I don't know. Anyways, they're cute. I really enjoyed making them. I made them all in one day. So, and it flew by. I mean, each one, the nest and the chicken, was less than 30 minutes to make. Probably like 20 minutes or somewhere around there. I also made this last week, but I cannot remember. I think it was Lady Dragon. I think it's Lady Dragon bag by Lady Dragon on Ravelry. It is a free PDF. I did have to alter it a little bit because the pattern confused me, and it could very well be my own fault. But it's just a cute little mesh bag. I made it with a Karen cinnamon swirl cake, and I held it double. I don't know if you can tell that, but it is held double. And it's just a little mesh bag. I just wanted to make something different that day, so I made this little bag. And it's so cute. And I'm going to take this to my markets too, because I did make some baskets recently for the flower festival that I'm doing. I thought maybe people might want a basket to put flowers in. So I'm just going to take this too that day. Sometimes I just want to make something different than amigurumi. But that's all the recent makes that I made. I did start some turtles like I was talking about. So I had that ombre blanket cake. So I sat down and I made 5 turtle shells out of it. So it's the varying colors of blue. And then I did make this one's legs. So that turtle shell has its legs. This turtle shell has its legs. And this one has 2. So I got to make 10 more legs, 5 heads, and then I can go ahead and finish them. I was trying to just use up that cake. And I had a scrapbook left, and at first I didn't think it was going to be enough. But now I actually think that I could make 1 more turtle shell. So I'm probably going to try to do that and then finish this up. And then that'll give me, with that one down there, 6 to 7 turtles. Bigger size turtles. They're all going to have similar shells, but, you know, I'm working with what I got. I don't want to have to run to the store to get different colors of yarn. I'm going to try to go through a lot of the stuff that I have, because I have a big stash that's kind of spread throughout my house. So I'm going to try to use that up. Okay, so now I'll link all those patterns down below, by the way. And they're all free this week. All of them free. Now I just wanted to show you the things that I finished. These are things I already showed you in previous videos. But I'm just going to kind of show you quickly. Like, I made this axolotl weeks ago, so I gave him a face. I got to price tag these and update it in my square and all that. And here's 2 of my little snake patterns, which this is my pattern and it will be a tutorial at some point. So I'll put eyes on them. Here's another one of those Francis, the chubby frog, but this one's made with Big Twist Posh, so it's a little bit smaller. And it's happy. It's a happy frog. Here's Mother Mouse. So this one is made with an H hook. Let me get that little one. And this one is made with a G hook. See how much smaller the G hook is? It's just 1 millimeter different. I think it's cute. So finish that mouse. Put eyes on it. Pig. This is also a pattern I wrote that I'll put out at some point. And then I had a little tofu turtle. This is paid for pattern on Etsy. And I made these little chicks one day because I had this little scrap ball of just Chanel. So I had enough to make 3 little chicks. I just put real simple eyes on them. I tried to do the round eyes and it looked weird. So I just did little anime eyes. And then these ones were all done last time I showed them to you. I just needed to do the mouth and close their hole. So these are booty frogs, but I didn't do the booties. I'm going to try not to do the booties this time and see if they still sell. So I have 5 of those. And then another one of my pigs. And here's one of my bunnies. Ooh, his eyes are small. That's okay. And then I got 2 more of my snakes here. Did their eyes. They got fuzz on them. This is one of those baskets I was talking about. That one was already done, but this green one right here I had to weave the ends on. So I did that. Here's another one of my bunnies. I'm not going to make too many bunnies. And the little mushroom guys, I put eyes on them, did their mouths, did their little spots on their caps, and woven their ends. So I do have 4 of those. And then that last basket, woven the ends and all that. So at the moment, this laundry basket full of finished objects is new inventory. So I got to put price tags on all these, take pictures of all of them, and put them in my square. Some of the things that are already in my square, I'm going to move the prices around a little bit. And then I have to change the tags on those. So all my inventory right now is stuffed in Jesse's closet along with all my display things. So once I get these ones tagged and photographed and ready to get put in those bags, I'll pull those bags out and I will update anything that I want to update in those, the price tags and all the square and stuff. That way I'm all caught up. Then whatever I make between now and another week or 2, I'll do that same thing and try to keep on track. That way when it's the week before my market, I'm not like flying around the house trying to finish everything up. But so far, that's a good little hunk of inventory. I don't know how much that is price-wise. I probably should have added that up just because it's been fun. But, so now since my first market of 2025 is a little over a month away, I do need to like gear up and actually market prep. I don't know how big this one's going to be. It's my first time doing this particular market, and I think it is the 2nd or 3rd year that they're doing this market. It's at a local tulip farm here in my county. And they're doing Easter egg hunts, tulip picking, vendors, there's going to be food and bounce houses and stuff. So if they do a good job at advertising it, I think it will do pretty decent. It probably won't be one of the ones where I make like over $1,000, but if I'm happy with making my booth fee back and like 20 or 40 more, I'm not picky at all. I enjoy crocheting and I love seeing people be happy about it. I love seeing kids get excited when they get to pick out something, and I've seen teenagers get super excited about my things, so it's just a lot of fun to share it with my community. So even if I don't go and make a ton of money, it's still a lot of fun, especially when it's like a local market like that. This one's literally like 10-minute drive from my house. It's kind of out in the boonies here, but I mean it's a farm, so it's gonna be out on the way. But I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Devin's gonna go with me to that one. I don't think we'll take the kids because it's gonna be, it's an 8-hour market, so I'll be there for a total of like 10 to 12 hours between setup and teardown. So that's a little long to have the kids out in a field. I don't think they're going to be too happy about that. But my next market, the one that's in April, it's right before Easter. It is a 5-hour market, and it's really close as well. It's in a community building, and it's got a playground outside of it. So that one I think we will take the kids to, because it's going to have free Easter egg hunts, so they can participate in those. The playground, the vending, and there's going to be food and stuff there. And it's close. It's even closer to our house than the Tulip one. So like if something does happen, kids get cranky or whatever, Devin can take them, you know, home for a little while and then come back or something. So I think it'll be alright. But anyways, tell Devin once June gets a little bit older, like she is now, I want to try to start taking them with us, because I've seen plenty of vendor families who do have their kids with them. The only difference is I will not let mine run around without me or Devin with them, and that's just, you know, personal preference. But a lot of times the people who buy a lot of my product are vendors and their children. So it's cool to, you know, it's like a community inside of a community. The vendor people are like their own little community. So after you start doing shows locally, if you stay local, you start meeting people and you realize that they're at all these shows too. So you kind of, you know, every time you see them, like, oh, hey, it's nice to see you again, you know. So it's really cool to be able to make that connection with people. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to be market prepping. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else major. I did start on some more bags, kind of. I cut some fabric the other day. They're going to be, it's a variety of bags too. It's going to be a mixture of some tote bags, some zipper project bags, a couple drawstring bags, and some notion pouches. I cut all the liners and pockets, not the liners, the outside prints and the pockets, and then I started cutting the liners and I ran out of liner fabric. So I do have to get some liner fabric, and I got to get my batting out and my interfacing and cut all that, and the handles. Once all that's done, then I'll start sewing. I was hoping to be sewing this week and put them out this weekend, but just with our homeschool stuff and all that going on, things are getting pushed further out. But these next bags are going to be kind of springy. I was trying to get more like pastel colors and florals and stuff out of my stash. So it'll, you know, they're still on theme for a while. Oops. There are a few Easter prints, and there's 2 or 3 St. Patrick's Day notion pouches. I think there's 2. I can't remember now. But so I'm just kind of working on that sporadically. And crocheting, that's what I'm doing. So let me know what you guys are working on. I'd love to know if you have any patterns you want to share with me. Leave them in the comments or send them to me via email, because I love to see new things. I really love no-sew patterns because they're easy to market prep quickly. I have a few tutorials here if you want to check them out. I have a playlist on my channel that has all of my tutorials on it if you want to check them out. No pressure. I do have some, I think there's some bags in the shop. There's some crochet hooks in the shop. And I do have amigurumis listed, but I'm actually going to be taking those down soon, because I don't want to have them on my Etsy shop and at a market and then sell them twice. I think the odds of that happening are, you know, not big, small, I don't know. But I don't want to risk it either. So I will be taking those down pretty soon. Yeah, I think that's everything. I keep trying to stay on a schedule when it comes to making videos, but it just doesn't seem to be working for me at this point in my life. So I think I'm just going to make videos when I can make videos. And they may be long videos like this one, or they may be short, just check-in videos. I don't know, I guess the spring is just busy. Because typically, you know, it's almost spring. It's not quite spring yet. But I'm thinking spring. So that's usually when a lot of school things start happening. At least in the homeschool world. I can't remember public school. It's been years since I did public school. I went to public school from kindergarten to the 5th grade. And then after that I homeschooled. So it's been a while. But so we're doing a lot of homeschool things, and then also school's getting close to ending, you know. And the spring is when Jesse will end 3rd grade, and then we'll have summer break. Because I do try to stay on the public school schedule because of friends. And my nephew, you know, he's public school, so it's nice to be on their same schedule. But, you know, spring is just a busy time of year. Coming out of winter, you know, and you have all this energy to do stuff, so you just doing everything. But we did have our Valentine's Day party the other day for the homeschool co-op, and it was a lot of fun. And it was so cool seeing all the different kids' boxes. There was like, I think they said there was 54, but the day of it seemed like there was way more than 54 kids. So, we put our Valentines into everybody's boxes that we could. We ran out of Valentines. So, and they each had, I think 56 each. I filled them all out because Jesse didn't really want to do his. You know, I knew he wasn't going to want to write his name that many times, and June is 3, so I had to write both their names 100 times. But it was still a lot of fun. They got a lot of little goodies. It was so cute for them to go through their little boxes with their little cards and candies and trinkets and things. And they got to play a bunch of arcade games that day, and they won some little, you know, plushies and things. So it was just a lot of fun. But the next event, other than co-op, let me see here, will be field day. It'll be in April, I think. The field day, so it's just like a public school field day where all these kids are out in the field and they do different competitions, you know, sack racing and tug of war, and I'm trying to think, different types of foot races, and what else do they do? I can't remember, but it's a lot of fun. So, and they do pizza that day, like free pizza for everybody, and you're just at that park all day, and it's just fun. So that'll be coming up. They usually do a water balloon fight too, but I don't know if they will this year, because the co-op seems to be earlier than it was last year. Because field day last year was in May, and this year it's scheduled in April. So I don't know. It just depends on the weather, I guess. But it's a lot of fun because they do a huge water balloon fight. There's hundreds of water balloons and probably 100 or more kids running around a field. And then after the water balloon fight, everybody's picking up the water balloons. So it's just, everybody's just out in the field. The parents and everybody's picking up pieces of plastic, you know. But anyways, it was fun last year. I got sunburnt, as I usually do up here. It doesn't seem to matter how much sunblock I put on. Maybe this year I'll wear a hat. Because I always seem to get sunburnt right here. And sometimes my nose. But yeah, I'm looking forward to all that stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to summer break because I need the summer break too. Also, with my doctor appointments and potential surgery at some point, I don't even know. I have to wait for these next couple of appointments before they even start talking, you know. That'll be in the mix somewhere. So I'm hoping that I can get that surgery done and recovered before July. Because one of my big markets, the first big market, is going to be probably July 5th. So I'm hoping that I can be surgeried, recovered before that. And if not, you know, whatever, I might just have to skip it. I really don't want to though, because I don't want to lose my vendor spot. It's a big market, huge market. Lots and lots of people come to it, but it's a small vendor market. Last year there was only like maybe 10 vendors, and I was the only one other than a lady that was doing hair tinsel that was geared towards kids, and it's a family event. It's a firework event. So that was the first market I ever did where I almost sold out everything that I had, and it was crazy. But anyways, you know, I'll do all that stuff when it comes. Do you see my flowers back here? I'm gonna grab them. Devin went out last night to pick up his medicine at the pharmacy, and then he had to go to Walmart to pick up a couple things that I wanted him to pick up. And he came home with flowers. They're pretty. And he came home with me a Valentine's Day balloon. It's right there. I don't know if you see it. And he got each of the kids one of those balloons that's on a stick. Aren't they pretty? We don't usually do much for Valentine's Day. We used to buy Jesse like candy and stuffed animal, but we just kind of stopped because I kind of realized that it's such a waste. You know, I noticed that he doesn't even play with the things that we buy him for specific holidays. So we've never done Easter baskets either for him. My sister always does elaborate ones for her son, and I just never was the kind of person to do that. We obviously, you know, he obviously has an Easter bucket, and then we do Easter egg hunts, but I don't buy him like a whole bunch of Easter themed toys that he, you know, from my experience, they don't really play with stuff like that, you know. They may play with it for a day or two, and then it's just ends up getting donated. So I stopped. I never did Easter with him, and then we used to do Valentine's stuff, and I just kind of stopped doing that. So even at Christmas time now, I have to make myself not buy Christmas themed things for the kids, because I know that it's not going to be something they're going to love forever. So I try to pick out better quality toys and things for them that will last longer than just the cute themesy things. Even though it's cute and I would love to buy it, it's just, you know, they're just more clutter. But I got my pretty flowers. And this is a vase that I got years and years ago at the Dollar Tree for $1, back when it was $1. And then I went to TJ Maxx one day. It was the year I was pregnant with June. So it was 2021. And they had these same vases for $5. Exact same vase. And I remember showing them to Devin and being like, I have the same vase for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and this one is $5. But it was the exact same vase. I thought that was crazy. But anyways, they're so pretty. I love them. So usually every year he does buy me flowers, and typically a balloon, because I love balloons. but we don't go all out for each other. We used to. When we first started dating, we used to go shopping and buy each other stuff. But as we get older, we realize it's kind of just wasteful, you know. But technically, flowers are wasteful because they just die. But they're so pretty. I love getting flowers. I love my flowers, so I'm gonna keep getting flowers. And he's really good at buying me flowers all the time for just random reasons. Sometimes he'll just go to the store to get something and he'll come home with flowers. So, yeah, I love my flowers. But anyways, if you guys are celebrating Valentine's this year, it's this Friday. 2 days away? Yeah. I hope that you have fun and are safe and, you know, feel loved. If you're not celebrating, I still hope you have a good Friday. And I hope you have a good weekend. We're expecting a little bit of flurries of snow, but it won't be anything amazing. So, but right now it's raining. It's been raining and it's gonna keep raining. So we're just wet and sitting around. But yeah, so I will see you guys in another video at some point. I don't know exactly when, but I'm just gonna try to just crochet or record when I can. It's not gonna be super often, and I keep trying to make a schedule and it keeps not working out. I think it's just because my kids are so young. It's so hard to stay on a schedule. I think maybe once June is a little bit older, it might get easier, but we will see. But I'm gonna hop off here for now, and I will pop on in another day or two and see. They're so pretty. I love these little roses right here, and these carnations. So pretty. But I'm gonna hop off here, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.